Hello, everybody, and welcome back. On behalf of Slashers Podcast, we'd like to say happy week of Halloween because it's Monday, and this week is Halloween. Thunderclaps, music.
Woo!
Anywho, it is the last Monday of October, and with the much anticipated Halloween, we are here to bring you the October Rando episode. The episode where we talk about whatever we want because we've already done three movies, and we've each picked a movie. Some of them great, some of them meh. But before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, we like to start off with seeing how the week went, anything that you saw or read or what have you. And as always, in alphabetical order, Lance, what have you seen or heard?
Well, let's talk about the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards.
No, thank you. Have you seen anything else?
Yes, we will. We will talk about it, and we'll love on the fact that Fangoria does this. I know Mikey does not like awards.
Well, can we wait as that is more of a main dish and we're kind of just getting through the appetizer right now?
You're right. You're absolutely right. I hold back.
Thank you. You yield. I
yield.
yield to the senator.
I yield to the senator from Texas. I yield.
But any movies or anything?
Damn. No, I feel like this month has been so overwhelming with stuff that, like, you know how you get like so overwhelmed you just end up not watching anything. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel. Like
it's called ADD.
Yeah,
it's like when you have so many chores piling up, you're like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna do any of them."
Exactly. That's kind of how I feel about this month, and it shouldn't be that way because there's so many good things that are out, and you know what it's gonna be is I'm gonna do like I do everything else. I'm gonna cram it in all last week. And
that's hot.
Yep.
Cram it all in. Aid, did you finish Night of the Reaper?
I did not. So I started it the other night and then I started nodding off. It was good so far. Now I'm trying to remember what the hell happened though. Hang on.
Perfect.
I know. It started off good, but I was nodding off and I was like, okay, let me just put on like Golden Girls or something because I know I'm going to fall asleep and not finish it. And I didn't want to do that. So I will finish it. But if you guys want to watch that one, it's currently streaming on Shudder. And I was I was pleasantly surprised by the beginning. So the beginning of the film has the little girl from I think it's Curse of Chucky. Is it Curse of which one is the first one where they show what's her name in the wheelchair?
Oh, the daughter.
The daughter,
That's
yeah.
Curse of Chucky because that's my favorite one, where they're in the mansion.
So the little girl from the Curse of Chucky, she's at the beginning of this movie, and she's babysitter, and like it was so creepy. Like the beginning is so good, and it sets you up for like what's going to happen in the rest of the movie, right? Because it's the beginning scene, and she's babysitting these kids, and like little things start to happen that are like whatever. And I love the fact that it's set in the 80s
Hmm.
because I feel like I always say. I feel like things are just scarier when we don't have the false sense of security of Wi-Fi and our cell phones to ruin, what could be a potentially amazing horror film. So,
Any
because oh no,
in horror.
what happened?
I said any film in horror. Basically, like they're chasing us. Just call the police, you dumbass.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
that's the new
you
one.
just have to, like, what is it? You just have to find their little peg, or what is it called when you can find someone's pinpoint? I don't even
Oh,
know.
yeah, their
Yes,
location.
it is pegging them. Yes, that was how
Yeah,
I find them.
Wow. Anyways.
thank you, Lance. Oh,
Well,
Lance, I don't know what's gotten into him today, but
pegging apparently. Um,
mm,
so on a side note, I made this beverage and I was gonna make a little video about it, but it's really hot in my house and I didn't feel like it. One of y'all shared the recipe. It was the butterbeer, the alcoholic
mhm.
butterbeer. It's basically cream soda with caramel vodka and butterscotch schnapps. You're supposed to put whipped cream on it, but I don't really want cream in this because it's very hot. And I forgot it was alcoholic, and I'm like chugging it down because it just is very cold and feels good, even though it's hot in my house. Um, And so I highly recommend it. It's actually really good. I this is the second time I made it. The first time I did put the whipped cream on top, and it was fine. It just makes it look like beer. Um, but it's good. Apparently someone was like, "Oh, it's just a big buttery nipple." And I was like, "Whatever." Um,
I love how you did that moment right there.
thank you. Lance is always looking at my breast. That's why A didn't even pay
I
attention.
know. Uh, well, no, I was trying to find the recipe so I could tell everybody where to find it because I know I shared it to all of you.
I think it was like
I thought it was in our 13 days of Halloween chat.
it was, I believe, 6 parts cream soda, 2 parts vodka, and 2 parts of the schnapps. Maybe. I don't know. If you get
Well,
alcohol poisoning, it's not my fault.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of cream soda though, but here, let me just Google it. Butterbeer.
Here it is.
Um,
Boozy butterbeer. 1.5 parts of caramel vodka, 1 part butterscotch schnapps, 6 parts cream soda, garnished with whipped cream and caramel. I did not do the
ooh.
caramel because that's already enough sugars in there. And they didn't have diet cream soda. So, Lance, everyone pay attention to Lance. He has something on his finger. Anyways,
They can't see me unless they're watching YouTube.
so I just
Well,
translated everything into ounces. So I
Oh,
did 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of schnapps, 6 ounces of cream soda. So hopefully that's how you do that.
I don't know.
I don't know, but then the
Lan
second time I literally just put shit in, like Lance does at work.
Yeah, because we've
You're
learned that
losing
Lance may be a bartender, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he
So
doesn't know what a vodka soda is.
it.
no,
Apparently, this is a
never,
vodka soda. It's just
never
cream
heard of
soda
it.
with caramel vodka.
There you go.
No one's
Um,
at my bar ever unhappy, so there that is.
or your
Mm,
bedroom. But
well,
I will say that what
ah,
I did watch, it is cheating because you pay attention to our 13 Days of Halloween challenge where we review or just kind of like shout out or just go over a movie that fits these themes. My theme was fantasy horror today for day number 2. And there's a movie I've been wanting to see for a very long time. I've never seen it. The cover always grossed me out because if you look at the cover, the movie is called The Company of Wolves, and the cover has like a wolf's snout coming out of a man's like dislocated jaw, and there's like a little Red Riding Hood girl in the middle, like, eh. I actually always thought it was like an erotic horror, which is why I never got it because it just something about it looks a little sexy. It is not an erotic horror. And so
mm, mhm.
I was watching someone that I watch on YouTube. His name is the Cobwebs channel. He does like little lists of videos. Like my favorite ones I've mentioned before is he does like the top 10 movies on YouTube on Tubi that are like bonkers.
Oh,
And
right, right.
yeah, and he's cool. And you know, it's just he's a good watch. So he went over this movie and he was like, honestly, like there isn't really a reason why this movie should be rated R. It could actually be you can let your kids watch it. It's about a woman's or a girl's coming of age story. And I watched it and I was like, did he watch like a made for TV version? Because this is definitely not appropriate for children. Um, but the biggest draw
Yeah,
for me
I think
was,
I see a nipple.
yeah, the biggest draw for me was a horror movie with Angela Lansbury, which I was like, cool, Mrs. Potts.
I know, I
Um,
love her.
have either of y'all seen it?
No, I actually haven't seen it, and it looked really good when you and I was watching the video today, and I was like, shit,
Yeah,
that's actually a fun one.
it's really good. Like, I don't know why it doesn't get talked about. It's like the perfect balance of fantasy and horror. Like it fits the prompt perfectly, and has a little bit of like Snow White: A Tale of Terror to it. The overall theme is more of like Red Riding Hood theme where there's a girl and she's like visiting her grandma through the woods a couple of times. The grandma tells her stories. So in a weird way, it's also kind of like a mini anthology, but not really. It's just she tells the girl these stories and they're like horrific. And while she's telling them, like it plays out what's going on. And it's a really good fall movie too, because even though they don't say anything about fall or anything, they're just always in the woods and there's trees and leaves and you know, she's wearing her red cloak or whatever. But the odd thing is it starts off in like present day, even though I think it took place in the 80s or 90s, so it was present day back then.
Mm.
And then like she's dreaming. And so she's dreaming all this stuff happening, but it doesn't really set in present day until the very beginning and the very end. But like everything that happens in the middle is just so bizarre. It also gives a little bit of like a real life Alice in Wonderland with like large toys and like stuff. It's just crazy. Like I wouldn't recommend taking psychedelics and watching this movie. It might be a bad trip. But it's just really, I highly recommend it. Please watch it. I don't know why we don't talk about it. It has, people always say it has a great werewolf transformation scene, and it does, but there's like three of them. There's like the bloody first one, there's a group one in the middle, and then like the end. And it's just so bizarre. I would love for y'all to watch it and for us to go over it because it's such a strange movie. And like Angela Lansbury, you would think, oh, she's like such like an A-list actress. She's just gonna be like a minor, but no, she's like in the movie and she has like horror parts. Like she beats the shit out of a werewolf. Like, and also I'm like, she looks like 80 in this movie. How old was she when she died? 'Cause she died like a couple of years ago. Um, but it
It's
was
the
just good.
it's the Murder That She Wrote lady, right? Yeah, right.
It's
Yes,
Mrs. Potts. That's
Mrs.
This is possible for
Potts
you too.
to
tale as
you.
old as time.
Oh yeah,
I
but
know,
yes,
Francis.
she is Murder She Wrote. Angela Lansbury died in 2022. Let's see, she was 96.
She was 205. But um,
Bless her heart.
it's also just an allegory, like when you think, and it's a phrase, the company of men, like this whole company of wolf thing. It's a very um symbolism of a young girl growing up learning about like the dangers of some men. And so watching it kind of because if I would have seen this as a kid, I wouldn't have really gotten it. I'd been like, oh, it's just a movie about werewolves. But like definitely as an adult, there's an allegory there to be told.
Mm.
So watch it. It's available on Tubi Prime for free. I think YouTube even has it, and not like a shady channel that posted it. It's like YouTube. You can like watch it for free on YouTube legally.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
Yeah. So give it a
Legally.
gander. And it's just so atmospheric. It's beautiful. Like it's one of those movies, you know how like when you watch Wishbone, you're like, this is a set, but I like it. It was very much like that.
Oh my God, Wishbone.
I know. I think that's like the third time I've mentioned that show on this podcast.
I know. It's Mikey's favorite.
Um, one more thing I wanted to go over before we dive into whatever Lance wants to talk about. Friend of the show, Jenna K. Anal, or Jenna Kanell, as her Christian name says. Terrifier star Jenna Kanell to lead ocean set survival horror The Hatchery. Um,
Hmm.
Ahead of next month's American Film Market, Alliance Media Partners has signed up survival horror The Hatchery as the worldwide sales agent. Currently in pre-production, the ocean set film has Terrifier star Jenna Kanell attached to this lead role. The synopsis reads: Eight women awaken in darkness inside a cargo container with no memory of how they got there. Captives of a human trafficking ring, their fight for survival turns even more desperate when a violent storm hurls their container into the ocean. Stranded at sea,
Hmm.
they band together against the odds until one of them begins to change. Her wounds heal unnaturally fast, her strength grows monstrous, and the others realize the truth. She's not just a victim, she's a lesbian. Just kidding. She's the product of a horrifying experiment. Trapped with the predator, survival takes on a whole new meaning. I don't know. I'm assuming Jenna's going to be the trans mutant lesbian, but we don't know. But it says that she's the lead role, so I'm guessing maybe that's her.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
something about that not that long ago. That looked cool. I mean, I'm excited for her. That's
Lance,
really
shut
rad.
up. This is breaking news that I'm breaking. Thank you.
I understand that, but
I know you have her on Instagram and you send her probably like a like here and there, but she don't even know your name. I'm just kidding. No,
wow.
just kidding. She knows Lance. Um, But yeah, so I just thought that was exciting. You know, she's a friend of the show. We love her dearly. And, you know, this is a headline from Deadline and Bloody Disgusting. So hopefully this is going to be huge. So
That's awesome.
Well, it's an interesting premise, and I don't think we get enough of these types of like I don't want to say ocean horror, but like horror in the ocean. Like we used to get a lot in the 80s, right? Like with Leviathan and the one with the lobster. I always forget
isn't
the
there
name
a
of that.
name of
Deep
it?
hmm?
Isn't there a name for those movies that
Aquatic horror? I don't know. Yeah, what would you call them?
Castaway kind of deal. Like,
no,
No,
Lance.
God, Lance,
what? I'm thinking
okay.
of like Joe versus the volcano,
What do
where like he's by
you
himself on
call
his
horror in the
luggage.
ocean?
Or those two
That's not
scuba
it.
divers who get left by the boat out there in the middle of the ocean when they're like surf like
I think it's nautical horror.
Okay. The horror genre set
aquatic horror.
in the ocean. Oh yeah, nautical horror or aquatic horror, I guess. Yeah.
Nautical sounds better. Aquatic, I imagine like more shark. Nautical is kind of like there's not a shark. Because to me, there's two types of
There's
horror movies at
things.
sea: a shark and no shark.
That's
You just
funny.
find yourself in the water with other creatures.
Exactly.
Well, before we get into Lance's thing, I wanted to touch on a couple of topics before we get into Fangoria,
Mm,
if that's okay with you,
Yeah.
Lance.
yeah.
Okay.
What
Okay, so the first thing one of the
Kanell.
things I wanted to mention was that so I read an article like a week ago from Bloody Disgusting about how they Variety was interviewing Jason Blum, and he was talking about how his white whales right now are a Nightmare Before not Nightmare Before Christmas, a Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th franchise. So he is not like, I mean, I don't know how actively he's trying to get his hands on these franchises, but I was just wondering what you guys thought about Blumhouse taking over because, they've already messed up The Exorcist. They've already fucked up Halloween. What else can we do? Let's go ahead and grab Freddie and Jason and fuck those up too. I don't know. So I just am curious what people think about that because I really don't know. Like, I feel like Blumhouse does the best when they have a premise that's their own, right? Like, Paranormal Activity is great. The Purge is great. I love, and I'm not a big fan of Blumhouse. We know this, but he's friend of the podcast, Jason Blum.
Hey,
They
Jason.
follow us. Hey,
What up?
Jason. He's a cutie pie. But like when they try to take over a genre that or a franchise that is not theirs, I don't necessarily feel like they're as successful or the films are even that great. So,
My opinion is going to be it depends. I don't think Jason Blum fucks up movies. I think the directors and writers that I don't know if he puts them in place or if they're just I don't know how that works. But
yeah,
seeing Blumhouse isn't enough to make me go, ugh. It makes me a little weary, but it doesn't turn me off completely because when Blumhouse hits, it hits. Like Sweetheart, Creep, The Second Ouija, um, House on the Bayou, like Ma. Like, so I think sometimes we
Mom
forget
was good. Yeah.
The Invisible Man was Blumhouse, and to me, that's like one of the top. It's the best remake in my opinion, and also it's just like it's good. Um, but then we have some like really shitty ones. And I haven't seen The Exorcist, the new one. I know some people like it and some people don't, but they definitely are not, they're more divisive than the Halloween franchise. I have my own opinions on the Halloween franchise, but overall people seem to hate the Halloween franchise, the new one. But they did the Black Phone. I'm very excited to see the Black Phone 2. Like the Black Phone 2 looks like a Nightmare on Elm Street. So if they kept that
Hmm.
kind of like ooky spooky, or if they just put Freddy Krueger in Ethan Hawke's position, it would look great. And then Hush is amazing. I love Hush,
Hmm.
where that bitch is blind. But it just it.
Wasn't she deaf?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I've been
Okay.
drinking, everybody.
I know that butterbeer is getting to Mikey.
Sorry. Um, but but like basically I'm saying is that they can do really good horror movies. I don't know if any of those ones I listed beside The Invisible Man were remakes, because they do kind of have a bad track with remakes. The Craft,
Yeah.
Halloween, Exorcist, The Town That Dreaded Sundown wasn't great. Um, Firestarter didn't even bother watching that. So like they don't have
No.
the best representation of remakes, but their original content is pretty good. And what I've heard before is Blumhouse likes to do this thing where they make a low budget horror movie. And by low budget, it's still like a higher budget, but they do these low budget horror movies because if it fails, it doesn't really hurt them because the budget wasn't that big to begin with. But they do those low budget ones so well that they actually become very profitable, which is why they keep doing those Ma's and those, smaller budget type things.
Hmm. I mean, and that's the thing. I don't know. I feel like when Blumhouse started, because they were, just jumping off like Paranormal Activity, because I think we did an episode on this years ago or whatever. Paranormal Activity is what, launched them into like what they are now, right? And I
Hmm.
just feel like with all of that popularity comes I think sort of a like you were saying, let's just keep pumping shit out, right? Because there's so many of their PG-13 horror films are just so bad. And like it's not like there's no heart, they're not really scary. It's the same formula. It really just feels like they're just churning it out because they can and they need to have content out, right? So I get it. I don't know if I and we already tried A Nightmare on Elm Street and that failed so miserably. And honestly, the movie's not even that bad. Like I don't know why people get so mad about it. The CGI is a little shitty. In
I
certain
think
areas.
we're just protective of our Freddie, our Robert England.
Yeah.
Because I
And
also
like
don't think it was that bad. But it also
no.
the main girl sucked. She gone fucked up the new Elm Street. It would have been
But they
better
ca-
with someone like Jennifer Love Hewitt or Lacey Chabert.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing
they're
about those
calling her
things.
Snoozy Mara.
I know.
Like, I mean, no matter what it is, like you guys said, I mean, there's going to be that protective layer to people who are used to or are familiar with what they know. It's like, I mean, for me to relate it to like maybe like a band scenario, it's you have the first couple albums and the albums that you love about that band. And then when they try to switch things up a little bit, you kind of see that album not so much, you don't like it as much. You know what I mean? And then like, oh, the band changed. And then when they do this thing where they try to do like go back a little bit to how they used to play stuff, people are like, oh, there's always going to be some kind of like tit for tat type deal with some of these movies. And I mean, unfortunately, you have Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, these two are like almost a quintessential, horror for the 70s to the 80s, and no matter what they do, like they either go all in and say, fuck it, let's just screw up everything and just do what we want and see what happens, or just start doing old school movies, like just relapse the same shit people have seen. But you can't do the middle ground half the time because then no one's really good at it. It seems like, anyways.
Yeah, well, also you have to be careful because that's what they did with the last Halloween. They didn't do the middle
Yeah.
ground and piss everybody off except me. But my thing is, in my opinion, it's hard to fuck up a Friday the 13th movie. There's a formula, a very simple formula. And you have the money to execute the sex, the gore, the violence. Take the violence from Halloween Kills, forget everything else about that movie, and apply it to a Friday the 13th movie. The remake of the Friday the 13th was a remake. Yeah, it was. I think it was a remake. The most recent one, that one wasn't bad, and people weren't mad at it. But we also don't really have, I mean, people are going to say Kane Hodder, yada, 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 whatever. People don't really have a marriage to a certain Jason because there's a lot of them. To me, it seems easier and more successful to make a Friday the 13th movie. Nightmare on Elm Street is going to be difficult because you've had one Freddy Krueger, two, but the second one isn't acknowledged by a lot of people. Well, you've had one Freddy Krueger, which you could successfully get someone of equal value to do. There's a lot of actors that I'm sure people would be like, oh, I actually wouldn't mind seeing him as Freddy Krueger.
Well, right now, I think everybody would like to see David Howard Thornton, right? Like I don't know how he would do, but I feel like now he's just been in every character movie at this point. So why
I've
not
heard
see
I've
him
heard
as
Mark
Freddy?
Hamill being thrown around. Um,
Well,
David
he's
Howard
getting older
Thornton.
though too.
Well,
How old
yeah,
is
but
Did you see the crazy thing? They're actually talking about Jim Carrey as
oh
Freddy
yeah, I
Krueger.
would actually be okay with that too.
I thought it was kind of crazy, but also talking about how people are ridiculous about certain things. Just recently, they unveiled the Voorhees masks that they had for that Crystal Lake show, I think it was, and people
Mm.
lost their shit because of the different eye fucking
That wasn't even a real thing. That was for a commercial.
no but I'm saying like, but he showed a whole bunch of different masks, and like people just freaked out about that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the shape of the eyes, the mask had too many holes or less holes. I mean, we're getting to the point where like we're just like legitimately being ridiculous.
I mean, and it's silly. It's silly with Jason to have marriage. I mean, I know that his hockey mask is iconic, but to be married to that is silly because he didn't always have it, right? He doesn't get
Yeah,
it until part three.
we have three stages, four if you count unmasked,
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
and
his nasty
just badly.
uncircumcised face. I
Do
apologize to the uncircumcised community. I prefer it that way. Um,
ah,
just just do the bag with the one eye. Like, go if you want to go old school. Hell, don't
Uncircumcised.
uncircumcised, uncircumcised. Have a bag with an eye. Hell, fuck it. You know what? For the first two movies, why don't we pretend the mom's the only one there and fuck even having Voorhees for a while? Or at least Jason. You know what I mean? Like, do something
That might be
different.
the show.
Do that. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely, I think, going to be the premise of the show, right?
Yeah.
And so, and that was another thing the article was discussing too, because they're like, well, it's hard. It would be hard to jump on that with all of the shit surrounding Friday the 13th, and then, on top of it, the franchise that they're already, or the series that they're already beginning, right?
Mhm.
So, and I don't know, like, I mean, obviously Jason, as we know him, is not going to show up in the show if it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Right.
So you'll see him as a little boy, or maybe he'll be dead, and it'll just be about Pamela, how she started killing people and how she got the camp shut down, which I think would be interesting.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Yes.
Friday the 13th, it used to be Halloween, but sorry, Jason, you ruined it for me. Friday the 13th has moved in because I'm like, I know what to expect. And I've never really been let down by a Friday the 13th movie, even the shitty ones that I didn't care about. So I would love to see the people that did, even though it might be too similar and people would be like, that's not going to happen. I would love to see the people that did Violent Nature take on a Friday the
Oh.
13th remake, because
That's like,
you could have made that Jason and it would have been
Yeah,
a Friday the 13th
100%.
movie. That movie is so good. I know it's polarizing, but loved that movie.
yeah.
Well, I haven't even finished it, so I need to finish it because I keep falling asleep, and it's not because I don't like the movie, everyone, but
This
if I
is
watch
a
it,
movie that you fall asleep.
if the sun has gone down and I'm laying in bed, I promise you, I could be wide awake, excited about something, and literally be passed out in 5 minutes.
Mhm.
I don't.
When the sun
I'm.
goes down, aid goes down.
It's true. I don't go out at night anymore for that reason. I'm always tired. Like, stop inviting me out late, people. Like, if you got
Oh my
something
God.
going on, Sean is the one who always does this. Not that I don't appreciate the invite, but Sean loves to invite me to things that happen late, and I'm like, dude,
Sean, she
I
was
won't.
invited to the festival premiere of Meat with the director, and she fell asleep.
Oh, I fell asleep.
It was
Yeah,
just
I
me
fell
and
asleep.
Lance. That's why Roger hates us. Uh, because of Aid's discretion. Indiscretion. Um,
Indiscretions, I know.
Uh,
Um, but veering towards that, the last thing I want to talk about, and then Lance, you can have the floor because I know you're like super excited and you're jumping up and down over there in your chair.
well,
I did notice an hour ago the Bloody Disgusting posted that Dan Stevens is willing to return for the guest part
oh
two.
my God. He's gonna have to beef
Oh,
back up. But my labia, when
mm.
you said that, soaked.
Listen, and you know what? I loved the first one was so good. And you know what? I would have fell for him. Whatever.
I
You
would
can
have been
stick.
dead because I would have been like, okay.
Yeah. Come on in, Dan. How you doing?
I would have been
Hello.
that best friend that slept with him.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been me. I
Did he
know.
kill
I'm
her? I
like,
forgot.
I can't remember. I need to rewatch. That was so good. And like I'm looking at a clip of the first one and I forget that they're in like a haunted house at the end. So like The
Mhm.
Guest is a really good Halloween
It is.
movie.
Because I
So
think,
I
isn't
think
she
I'm
dressed? Never mind. She's either dressed as Alice from Alice in Wonderland or it's her diner outfit. I don't
oh yeah.
remember. I don't remember.
I I haven't seen this in so long. And like when did the first one come out? I mean,
I want to say like
and so it would be really
2016.
yeah, like it was a long time ago that movie came out. But I mean, I praise The Guest. So if you all have not seen The Guest and you know what we're talking about, it stars Dan Stevens and he's absolutely adorable and he's absolutely sadistic and I love it.
And
So here
Micah
for that.
Monroe, whoop whoop. And
And
it's
Micah
brutal.
Monroe, yeah, it's so brutal. Like he is just, and the thing is like like for the most part, you're on his side about things until he starts doing like really fucked up shit, and then you're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It's almost a little like Fear with Mark Wahlberg, but a
mm.
little more intense.
Uh, Yeah, definitely way more intense. And it's not, unfortunately, it's not streaming anywhere for free right now, but you can watch it on Prime. You can rent it on Prime, Google Play, Apple TV, Fandango, Roku channel, or YouTube. So if you've
Hmm.
not seen The Guest Part One, it was 2014, Mikey. Jesus Christ, this movie's
Ugh.
11 years old.
I can't
Um,
wait to see his workout program and see him be because he was beefy in that
mm,
movie.
oh, he
Not
sure
that
was.
he has a great body now, but he's definitely a lot thinner. They gave him the Marvel diet for that first because he was like a veteran in the movie. Like he just came back from war in the movie or something.
Yeah, like I don't know if he just came, but like he knew their son from Afghanistan,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know if he'd just come back or whatever, but obviously, and it's a commentary, people, on what happens, PTSD for our
Yeah.
veterans,
Yeah.
I
Take care
mean,
of our veterans, Trump.
exactly, motherfucker. Anyway, um, so that's all I have to say about that. So I'm really excited. So hopefully, if you guys are excited as much as I am, we can all, bomb Dan Stevens' Instagram DMs and be like, please, please, please make this movie happen. So
Please show full frontal. Uh,
that too.
yes. Okay, roll out the red carpet for Lance and the Fandango Movie Awards, or whatever it's
Oh
called.
my God. Such a hater sometimes with awards. I don't know what it is. This is like our market. This is for us. This is for the fans, folks.
Just to let y'all know, Lance said, everybody watch the Skeleton Awards, whatever it's called, before tomorrow. And I said, I will not be doing that.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I go, oh, hey, watch Fangoria. It's going to be on
Shutter.
Shutter. And I was like, yeah, it'll be like on at 9 o'clock our time, 8 o'clock. And he goes, nope, not doing it. No way. And I go, oh, I guess he won't be watching it. And then, of course, Abe past her bedtime. So I was the only one that did end up watching this event.
If
But
it was on during the weekend, I would have watched it, but they put it on Sunday.
On
And
a
again,
school
I'm
night?
old. On a school
Yeah.
night.
on the school
Lance,
night.
please.
Look at you rolling your eyes over
Too many
here.
guys don't have school nights. Well, you do, Mikey, but Abe does
Yeah.
not.
I know. Lance doesn't have work on Monday, so he can stay up late all he wants.
Wow.
Well, either way, here are some of the winners that happened that night, which was kind of cool. Let's see, best wide release was Sinners. They actually hit a couple of the winning categories actually throughout the night. Let's see, best limited release movie was Azrael, which is a movie that we watched, which is actually pretty cool.
The Samara
Yeah.
Weaving movie.
Yep.
My favorite one from last year, and you guys gave me shit for it. But anyways, continue.
It was a better movie. This is why I don't watch that fucking awards show.
All right. Best non-fiction TV series or miniseries, our Joe Bob Briggs one. Yeah. Oh,
Does that count?
that's
I
what
mean,
he
I'm not-
said.
I'm not even shocked about that because it's like their show on Shutter and they're playing this on Shutter. So
There are some favoritisms I felt a little bit to certain things on here, so I won't even like deny that factor. But again, it was
I mean,
fun.
it's great. He provides amazing commentary. I love watching him review movies, but I'm like, when you first said the category, I was thinking like Ghost Hunters or something. I know it's not on anymore, but like something like that.
Yeah.
they
Let's
have
see,
so many good horror shows that on Shutter, and especially their like the horror's greatest, like their documentary episodes. Like I love those. But
well,
whatever.
they had horror's greatest. I think it was Seven Ghoulie, I think it was.
Sven Gulli.
So for best international movie, Oddity won, which is another movie that we did.
That
Oh,
was
my
great.
Damien, my
And
Damien
Damien
McCarthy. He's so cute.
Such a great movie. I'm happy about that.
They won against The Ugly Stepsister, Red Rooms, Dangerous Animals.
Mm.
I guess it's Cuckoo. Is that right? How you
It's
pronounce it?
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo, yeah. I was
Cuckoo?
calling it Cuckoo because it's Cucoo, I think. But I think that's how they spell cuckoo, like a cuckoo clock.
That's like a cuckoo clock. Yeah.
It's a bird.
Best first feature actually went to The Ugly Stepsister, another movie that we had done together.
Mad respect.
I think they went against Blink Twice, Best Wishes to All, Mr. Crockett, which actually I really liked. Actually, I don't know if you guys had ever get a chance to see that one. I think it was on Hulu, if I'm not mistaken. That was actually pretty good. It had like the Mr. Rogers, but it was like kind of like in I guess more in a poor neighborhood kind of vibe to it. Like kind of like
It's
Mr.
a black
Rogers
film. It's a black Mr. Rogers. I started watching it and I didn't get to finish it, not because it was bad, but it was just like one of those times where so many movies were coming out.
Yeah.
And it like fell by the wayside. I do want to finish it. And like now when you mentioned it, I was like, oh shit, I need to finish that. Because I love the premise. Basically, like Mr. Rogers' character is convincing a son or a child who's watching him. He starts seeing him like in real life and looks
and some of the kill scenes in that and the practical effects really good in that movie too. So if you get a chance to see it, definitely I would. And Mike, when you finally get to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I need to. It looks good.
Let's see. Best series. The Last of Us one, which it's kind of more of a corporate-y thing. I mean, not to say it doesn't count. It's just it went against the Creep tapes, which I thought would probably have been one of the ones that would have won. Honestly,
Well, Shudder Originals can't win everything. You know how many people watched Last of Us versus Creep Tapes? I know everything that happens in Last of Us because, and I've never even seen it. I don't know what happens in the Creep Tapes.
Oh my God, the creep tapes are great. Oh my God, then
Well, the new
watch it.
season's coming out, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another season. Like it was really good. I enjoyed it. And
it also
what's
beat
his name
out,
was good.
from
Duplass.
Squid Games and Yellow Jackets.
Lance said, "Shut the fuck up, Aid. I'm not done."
I know. My God, just talking over me.
When
I
Aid
didn't
tells you to
see-
control
You see?
the room,
In
that's
the
not what
co-
she
I'm
means,
in-
Lance.
I'm in the company of wolves tonight, apparently.
Hairy on the
Hmm.
outside and the inside, like Angela Lansbury said.
So, anyways, as Mikey would say, best leading performance. Demi Moore won for Substance.
Oh, yes, Queen.
Mhm.
She did go and beat Lily Rose Depp.
Of course she did. She was terrible. And Nosferatu, yes, we know.
Lily Rose
Sally
Depp is a little
Hawkins
much,
from
yeah.
Bring Her Back. She beat out her as well.
Oh, which one? The little Asian girl?
No, the
Oh, the
The
mom.
crazy bitch, yeah.
yeah.
That's why she didn't lose. Okay.
So there's a couple of ones that she beat out for that. Let's see. Best supporting performance was Nicolas Cage, Longlegs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well deserved.
Yeah.
yeah. That was a
Beat
good
out
one.
Ray Fiennes, Miles Caton, Hugh Grant, David
Oh,
Johnson.
Heretic.
Yep.
Yeah. Did y'all see Heretic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Heretic is going to be my A24 pick.
Oh.
Spoiler
okay.
alert. Jeez.
I know.
Spoiler alert, everybody. So if you ever watch it, you're gonna get some fucking spoilers. Just kidding.
Best director, like I was talking kind of a little bit earlier, which is Ryan Coogler. He won it for Sinners, obviously. He beat out Robert Eggers, Danny Boyle. I think that's it.
What did Danny Boyle direct?
Your favorite movie?
No, don't even say it. 31 fucks later. Never mind.
What happened?
I was like, that sounds familiar. What did Danny Boyle direct? And Lance said, your favorite. And I said, oh, 31 fucks later. Huh.
Oh,
28 years
yeah.
later.
28 years later.
His
Yeah.
face is like you. If you can see the prices, look at Aid's face on YouTube, guys. She's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Best screenplay, Ryan Coogler again for Sinners. Best score was Ludwig.
Wait, let me guess. Is it the Ugly Stepsister?
No, it's actually for Sinners.
Oh my
Ludwig
god.
Göransson.
I mean, I guess it's well deserved. It's a great movie and everything that it won awards for, I agree with. Because we even called it when we saw it. We're like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be like the best thing of the year. It's like not a surprise. It's like I want to be surprised.
Yeah. It actually beat out Substance, 48 years later, and Longlegs.
48 years later.
What's that?
28
We had 20 years to this
And then
fiasco.
it took away 4 years.
He's dyslexic, but instead of backwards, it's plus 20.
So, best makeup FX was
Wait, let
Pierre.
me guess. Nosferatu?
No,
This would have been much more fun if it was set up like a game
Yeah.
show for us, Lance, but that's fine. Go ahead and fuck up our show.
Substance was the winner for this.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. Best creature effect.
Ooh.
Who do you think won out of? Let's see. Werewolves, Alien Romulus, Substance, and Smile 2, and Oddity.
Oh, maybe
I was going to say
Oddity?
the substance.
Yep.
Which one?
Once again.
Substance.
Oh, substance. I was like, which one? We both said two different things. Like, yep.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Typical man.
Lance, you're just not good at this, Lance. Do
Oh my
it again.
God.
Do one more.
You know what?
you
We're starting
don't
over.
do this at all. Now all of a sudden they're giving me mad at me because I'm not making it a game show for it. All right. Best streaming premiere. Let's see. Which
Obviously, K-pop Demon Hunters.
one? I think it came in late, remember? Because of their
that's
little
true.
friend. Yeah.
Other ones wouldn't have had a chance. Sinners, you wish.
Well, they had Cannibal Mockbond. Glazer, Mr. Crockett, and There's a Zombie Outside. And wishes to all.
And it was the biggest streaming release. Is that what it was?
Best streaming premiere.
Best streaming premiere. Cannibal Mukbang. What was the other one?
Best wishes to all. Glazer, Mr. Crockett, and There's a Zombie Outside.
I'm gonna go with Cannibal Mukbang. Because I saw most advertisement for that.
I would say that one too, just because I feel like that would be the most popular.
Well, you would both be wrong, because it was Mr. Crockett.
Well, I guess for Hulu, a lot of people have Hulu.
Well, I also just saw a lot more advertisement for Cannibal Mukbang, so I guess that's why I thought it'd be more famous. But I guess didn't pay off. Sorry, marketing team.
Okay, we're at best cinematography. Cinematography. You know I can't fucking say the word.
Cinematography.
You leave poor Lancey Pants alone.
I just didn't know what he said. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, up for that award was Sinners, Long Legs, Nosferatu, The Substance, and your favorite again, 28 Years Later.
It's definitely not that one. I would say Nosferatu.
Yeah, Nosferatu, I think.
If not,
would be
right.
The
one thing that movie got right.
Well, yeah,
visually it was great.
That's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Lily Rose Depley, it's terrible.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, oh God, I just think it was just too, I don't know.
She was just miserable. Honestly, I thought she acted fine. I'm just giving her shit. Sorry, Lily. But it was just, she did what she needed to do, but I just didn't like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care what happened to her.
I didn't mind her. I mean, she wasn't bad, but I mean,
it's because she was naked.
She was too whiny.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was over there.
Best costume design. What do we have, guys? We have Nosferatu, The Ugly Stepsister, Substance, and Maxine, and Sinners.
Ooh, Maxine.
I'm gonna go with The Ugly Stepsister.
And you'd be both wrong.
Well, we can't both be right, so that wasn't a surprise when you started off like that.
Nosferatu won that one actually as well.
Well, I was like, Nosferatu and Ugly Stepsister are kind of on the same.
Yeah, I figured it'd be a period piece.
Yeah, but the budget, of course, of Nosferatu is going to make it that much better.
Easily. They're going to have all that money to be able to make it really stand out. Not that like Ugly Stepsister honestly did a bad job. They were really good with the costume designs for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Best documentary feature. We have Doc of Chucky, George A. Romero, Resident Evil, J. Hara versus The Queen of Black Magic, and The Search of Darkness, 1990 to 1994.
Oh shit. Those are some good ones, man.
I've never heard of Resident Evil.
But the Doc of Chucky, I think.
I was going to say In Search of Darkness just because that seems to me to be the most popular one.
Actually, it was. And actually, I split it up, but it was supposed to be the same thing. It's George A. Romero, Resident Evil is the whole title.
Oh,
sorry.
I was like, Resident Evil is not a documentary.
No. But yeah, those guys won. Actually, it was really cool seeing them take the award because he had a whole thing where his father was a very big supporter of his dream of making the doc, and I guess it took him 5 years, and he just passed away right before he actually won the award, which was kind of sad. And it was very cool homage to his dad for.
Was his daughter there?
No, his partner was there, but his George Romero's daughter. Yeah, she did a presented one. I can't remember exactly.
I think she's the one that's doing that Queens of the Dead. Yeah.
Queens of the Dead, yeah. She's definitely I think the director, and maybe nothing to do with makeup. I don't know if she has anything to do with anything makeup wise for it.
I think she's doing everything, but no, it's gay people.
Mikey, I don't know. This might be more on you, but I mean, you can easily make an educated guess for this one.
Dragula.
Best video game.
Okay, I was like, go ahead and say it, Lance. It's a gay genre.
Do I have time for a refill while you talk about this?
Oh my god. Sorry We Closed, Shutterhead, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Mouthwashing, and Death Standing 2.
I'm probably going to go with the Resident Evil Remake 2. Well, yeah.
Oh, Silent Hill. Sorry, Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's
2.
what I meant. But is it a remake or was it just a re-release with higher quality
It has a remake on here as
Okay.
stated. So I'm gonna go there. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably one of the scariest ones for video game
I don't know
wise,
why they're not remaking the first one. The first one, like,
right?
people want that. I heard somewhere that they might be, but we need that first one. That was terrifying.
I mean, especially with the Oculus glasses and all the other things that they got going on now.
Oh,
I
we
mean,
don't
those would
need
be
all that.
well. I mean, to make it like so you're immersed in it, that'd be so much cooler.
I know,
And
but
then
I'm old. I don't need to be looking at that and getting dizzy.
is that what happens when you have it?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Let's get to the next one. Okay. Editor's Eyeball Award #1.
Okay.
It just goes out to Kesha Garfield. It's like GENENFELD.
Gene
Yeah,
Genfield.
Genfield. Yeah, something like that.
Are we
Uh,
sounding this out, Lance? Sound it out.
yeah.
Lance, you need cheaters.
Oh my
You're
God.
squinting too
Anyways.
much, causes wrinkles.
Editor Eyeball Award #2 goes to Curtis X or RX. His is really cool. He does a lot of the stuff where he curates a lot of the old films and makes sure he's keeping them refurbished and nice, and then being able to put them on Blu-ray and stuff like that for a lot of the people who want to see a lot of old horror movies that they don't get a chance to see. That was really cool. I mean, and I think she does a similar thing as well. So I mean, their jobs are really pretty cool. They're probably unsung heroes of the industry. So it was really cool seeing that. Oh, best public domain resurrection, I guess, or I don't know. Basically, all the public domain stuff that came out. So basically, the movies that were up for that was, and there's a lot of Popeye folks. Popeye's Revenge, The Mousetrap, Popeye the Slayer Man, Screamboat, Shiver Me Timbers, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, which is what
That one.
I was going for that.
Oh, I guess it didn't win.
Yeah, no, it
I
didn't.
swear, if that Mickey Steamboat piece of shit won. Sorry, David Howard Thornton. You're a lovely
Before I
person.
answer this.
What?
I go, hey, what's your take before I answer this?
What happened? I think it's well, I wish it would be Shiver Me Timbers, but I think it's probably the Steamboat Mickey.
It's it's Mousetrap or Steamboat. It
Which
was
one is
Steamboat. It was with
Steam?
David's
His David Howard Thornton's.
his version, which is kind of funny because when this guy was talking, he was all excited, which I was really happy for him. He was really happy, but then he starts talking about the fact that he used to work for Fangoria back in the day as a writer, and he did this and he did that, and you start thinking to yourself like,
Is that
really?
what he won?
Yeah, like you wonder about it. But I guess breaking news, there will be a #2 to that movie. So there that
Breaking
is. Breaking
no,
news.
a part two to Steamboat. Wait, so Mousetrap,
Steamboat.
it's Mousetrap and then Steamboat Mickey.
Those are two different movies.
Yeah, two
Mousetrap
different-
is one. Steamboat Mickey is the David Howard Thornton one
Okay.
that I saw in theaters. That
That I know that Mikey could not show his love for more. So
Which one do you hate more, Mikey?
What?
28 years later, or
28
Steamboat?
years later, I will gladly watch Steamboat Mickey because at least that was entertaining. It was just
That's funny.
what I liked about Steamboat Mickey is that they made the girls the princesses with their names and their outfits.
Oh, right.
Not like directly like Cinderella. Like I think her name was Cindy or something, and she was wearing the blue dress. So that was cool. It was just terribly acted.
But you said it was kind of almost like a rip off of the other movie we saw with
The Pandemonium.
yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it doesn't Winnie the Pooh, and the second one's much better.
yeah.
But it did have that girl that Aid likes that played the mayor in the mean one.
oh, I love her. That was good.
She was good.
Yeah.
And she lives, spoiler alert, so maybe she'll be in the second one.
Hey, you know what? Honestly though, the Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare, it's such a good.
That's not even cheesy. That's why I'm surprised it lost. Like,
Yeah.
Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is like legitimately fucked up and like not cheesy.
No,
Yeah.
it's a good movie. I
So I
watched
don't
like
know-
half of it before I fell asleep. So.
Okay. If we talk about a movie, everybody just assume Aid fell asleep towards me.
She only knows half the movie.
Unless she's running that show, she probably fell asleep.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know, like, that's so crazy. This is 3 movies. You've never mentioned that many movies that you've fallen asleep at all.
I do, because the thing is, it's like I watch them when I'm in bed and it's like dark out, and I'm like,
It
so
doesn't matter about being in
comfortable.
bed. What did you fall asleep at the theater when we saw Trash Juice?
I did.
So there you go. So it doesn't even matter where she's at. What do they call people that have like dementia sundown syndrome or something?
That's probably
it.
me. That's fine. Dementia's in the family.
There you go.
My favorite thing is just like, oh yeah, no, yep, in a movie, didn't even finish watching it.
No.
I didn't even see my part, so there's that.
She didn't.
You're in the beginning. How did Jesus? How
She
did you fall asleep?
early. She was drinking like a fish.
Jesus Christ, that's so
I
hilarious.
was up since like 5 o'clock, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was 11 o'clock California time.
Yeah.
By the time the film started, so don't even go there. I probably hadn't slept in like a million years.
All right, so the last one here we have is Best Kill, and it doesn't even give me any other ones. I think it's just they picked it as they picked it. Maybe
Terrifier 2. Or 3.
Almost right.
Terrifier 3.
Yes.
The
Terrifier 3. They picked the chainsaw scene in the shower with the girl and the guy who gets it up the butt as well.
Yeah.
Which I was like, so it has to be. I mean, it was a great scene.
Good for them.
Yeah.
You know, we love that gender equality.
I think the rat scene in that movie was by far the worst.
That would probably be
time.
That was more disturbing, but the shower scene is definitely more visual with like the special effects and the choreograph and all that stuff. The rat scene's gross, but
it's painful and it's slow. How they kill her.
It didn't really
you have one angle in that situation, like Mikey's saying.
Like, I know it did really happen, Mikey. Jesus. and then when
what happened at the end? How have you even seen it?
I know I didn't fall asleep.
when
he's strangling her with the intestines and she has to bite through it and all the shit comes out of it.
See, but that's not a death scene unless the intestines have died.
Oh, I guess. Well, that was the uncle. The uncle was dead.
Yeah, but that wasn't his death scene. That was his shit all over her. Okay. I mean, he was hot. He could have shit all over me too. Go ahead.
No, but the rat scene I think was worse than
it's disturbing.
We've seen the bisection before. We've seen it before, and I feel like they did it better in Terrifier. Oh, I'm just saying.
Well, they did, but also because I don't. Okay, so death scene. Are they including the boy and the girl, or is it just the boy?
No, it was both of them. Okay, it was like because it was like the whole thing.
What really also kind of puts the cherry on top is the whole backstory of her being obsessed and him looking at her in the eyes, like when she's like basically skinned alive and being like, because she's like, I want to see him in the eyes. So there's probably like all that stuff. So do your research next time. This is why I don't watch those award shows. I'm too overqualified.
But I appreciate the fact that there is not really that thing. And they were talking about like when they first started off doing these awards, that a lot of people would like send in a tape of their acceptance speeches for them and stuff like that. But I mean, this is one of the only areas that kind of award horror movies and stuff like that, and the hard work that the people do in our genre of movies. They rarely do it at the Oscars. You know what I mean? You'd have to have some kind of situation to even get into there. I mean, they say, what is it? They've only counted like 2 or 3: Jaws and Exorcist. The only 2.
Silence of the Lambs.
And Silence of the Lamb.
If you consider that a horror movie. And I think Get Out.
Maybe for like clothes and stuff like that. Maybe Sinners.
Nosferatu, I think won for costume. Like makeup, I think it won an Oscar. Yeah.
But at that point, you're not even talking about really the movie itself. It's just it's a period piece movie technically. So that's the only reason they won. You know. So I appreciate Fangoria for doing that. I'm glad they're still around, especially when they're in a media that is basically almost gone. From our scene or anybody's scene or anything like that. So like I appreciate them. I mean, I just got a subscription myself to try to keep them alive because but it's like I really thought it was cool. I love Shudder that they have a platform on Shudder to do that to premiere their stuff.
Well, okay, so but you didn't. So there, Tiffany Shepis and Bill Moseley. What were they doing there? Were they presenting an award?
They're
Like, did
presenting
you
the
tell?
award.
Okay, thank you. So
Yeah.
to go ahead and tell Tiffany that you didn't want to watch her, Mikey, because you don't support what she does.
I will. I will. Because my
There's
watching doesn't impact her paycheck, but the movies I go watch does. So
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, even I think Catherine from Terrifier was
Terrifier.
on there. Sleepaway Camp.
Melissa.
And then Barbara Crampton hosted, right?
Yeah, Barbara Crampton hosted with what's his name? I'm
Sure, she
going blank. I can't remember his name.
Jeffrey
But
Combs.
Josh Rubin is the other person hosting
that hosted.
with Barbara Crampton, and yeah, so he directed Hard Eye, so that's like the most recent thing he's done, everyone. So
Oh, I like
I
that
mean,
movie.
That's a good
Or we all
movie.
did.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was a good one. So, oh, and I met Devin Sawa. Oh my God.
We know. We heard
I
last
couldn't even
episode.
tell him how much I loved Hard Eyes because I was too busy fawning
Oh, I
over
forgot he
him.
was in
So
that.
there's that. I know. I'm like, oh, you took my Devin away, you bitch.
Was he?
Anyways,
Yeah, he was one of the police officers.
he's the cop.
That's right. He was. That was funny, actually. He did a great job in that. Actually, now I think about it, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you went and got me the wrong drink while I stood in line. Thank you, Lance.
I'm so horrible. Oh my god.
Anyway, so but anyways, I guess like we're coming up at the end of the hour. Is there anything else that we want to touch on? Because yes, I do think that the Chainsaw Awards are a good way to sort of, recognize what needs to be recognized because horror is an amazing genre. We all know that. It does not get the recognition it deserves, unfortunately. So we do need that. But they're not the only awards ceremony that they have throughout the year. There are other independent award ceremonies that they have. So,
Yeah.
try and support everything and just Google it. I don't have time. Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
Go and then go to your little horror conventions, especially if they have film festivals, and go watch those films at the film festivals. 'Cause that's another way to support smaller artists because they can get laurels from those film festivals. Our friend, nemesis of the podcast, Roger Connors' Meat, just won 2 awards at the Atlanta. Is it Atlanta? Is it horror or is it just a regular Atlanta Film Festival? I don't know. Some film festival, a pretty big one in Atlanta. So congratulations, Roger. Roger and Connors put
Roger.
together.
Enemy of the podcast. We can't
I'm
even
drunk.
get to know it.
I'm drunk.
It's the Butterbeer.
I know. But with all that said, that's a wrap on this week's episode. We hope we hope you're going to have an amazing and safe Halloween. Remember, don't blow out your jack-o'-lanterns until midnight. So if you want to see our beautiful faces while you ramble and figure out what Lance's word of the week is, cinematography, check out our video cast over at youtube.com/slashers podcast. Plus, don't miss our bi-monthly deep dives into all things horror nerdy on the comic shop only on YouTube. If you want exclusive content, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/slasherspod. If you want to rock some Slashers swag, you can go to redbubble.com. slasherspod.redbubble.com and see what merch you have available there. If you want a Slashers podcast text, the VHS text shirt, or the icon with the hand coming to the TV, reach out to me or Lance or Aid and we can organize that to get sent to you. You can reach out to us at Aid at pathologicallyade, me at horror and a half shell, Lance at zombie versus hate, that's zombie vs hate. You can follow the main Instagram page for Slashers Podcast at SlashersPod, or Mutant Goons from Beyond for extra spicy content. If you can't figure out the devil box known as Instagram, find us on Facebook. We're at the Mutant Goons from Beyond Facebook group. You can join that. A big thanks to our amazing Patreon members, Josh Gunn, Dinosaurs Will Always Be Awesome, Lorraine Ellis, Kevin Leamy, Vladimir Luis, Leslie Thurman, Cam, Gail, and Press Eject. If you want to join them and have your name blasted on this episode, feel free to join our Patreon at patreon.com/slasherspod and become part of the family. As always, thanks for listening. Remember, stay spooky and happy Halloween and be safe.
Oh, and don't forget to join our Gym Rats app and get into our Halloween fitness challenge. We've got a few more days left. Goodbye and good die.
In this case, don't die on Halloween.
Yeah, not on Halloween, but everywhere else is fine.
Yeah, anywhere else.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.